Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us at 7. I'm Tracey McCain.
I'm Caitlin Nuclo. You're watching Eyewitness News here on the Wax and streaming on WFSB Plus. We appreciate that. And we do have a lot to talk about. It's a busy morning here. But first, let's say hello to meteorologist Jill Gilardi. Get a check on that first alert forecast, which we do every 10 minutes or less. Hey, good morning, Jill.
Good morning. It feels much better out there.
Yeah, it does.
We are heading in the right direction.
Yay.
And unfortunately, Friday, we got a pretty potent system coming through, especially in the morning hours. That's when it's a combination of heavy rain and some insane wind gusts that could exceed 40 to almost 50 miles per hour. So certainly there's going to be travel impacts. There could be isolated outages. The heavy rain, I mean, it's a quick burst of maybe an inch or more, and those gusts 40 to maybe as high as 50 miles per hour. That's what we're preparing for. Again, that's for Friday morning, our next first alert weather day, our next big thing. The other big thing has been the big temperature jump upwards. We are so much warmer this morning than just yesterday. Some places over 10 degrees warmer than 24 hours ago. Remember, we didn't even hit these for highs on Monday, and here we are enjoying some 20s. We also have some 30s, so it feels pretty good out there. Now, there will be a little bit of a breeze that sets up today, but generally feeling so much better out there. A lot more melting expected, so you don't need really that thick coat as you head out the door this morning with all those readings in the 30s and then eventually becoming 40s. Right now we're seeing a pretty sunrise underway. Just a few scattered clouds, 31 degrees in Hartford. Look at the highs for today. That's what we're talking about, some low 40s to enjoy out there. And it gets even warmer. Actually, we're heading towards potential record territory as we get towards Friday, but much more on that next big thing and our next first alert weather day coming up in the next 15 minutes. Can I say next again? I don't know. We've got Caitlin next. Yes, I can.
There you go.
Back to you.
We'll get a little tally going, Jill. Good morning, everyone. Heading out the door. We're off to a pretty good start across the majority of the state here this morning. No crashes, no major incidents. Right now, not dealing with any real construction work. That daytime work picks up anywhere between about 8:30 and 9 o'clock, although you could see one of those spots start to pop up anytime now, really. Live look outside in Hartford, 91 north and southbound. That southbound lane of traffic moving towards your screen. That far lane is merging onto 84, so we'll see some brief delays through that area. Live look outside in Vernon off of 84 east and westbound. This is by Hartford Turnpike by exit 65. A live look here in Meriden along 691 east and westbound. That sun's starting to come up and peek through. You'll need the sunglasses as you're heading out. A live look outside as well in Middletown along Route 9. We had a lot of overnight construction through that stretch right by exit 23B. So again, daytime work is expected to be abundant, but as I mentioned, we're crash and incident free. We'll see some normal delays here down through Fairfield County, just about an hour and a half ride, New Haven to the George Washington Bridge. Everything else moving along. That's a quick check at your Connecticut Chevy First Alert traffic report driven by your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
All right, some breaking news here in Waterbury. Just into our newsroom, the mayor's office is now saying that running water should be back for the entire city after that water main break on Thomaston Avenue.
This doesn't affect the boil water advisory that remains in place. All this information coming into our newsroom within the last hour, really. We're getting calls and posts on social media from multiple people who say they still don't have water. Your reporter, Anna Stansfield, is live with everything we need to know. And we do have a lot of questions, Anna, so let's get going.
Yeah, a lot of questions, but really this is some of the best news people here in Waterbury have heard in about a week since this water main break happened. Again, the mayor just less than an hour ago confirming with us that water should be back on across the city. That boil water advisory does still remain in effect, though. Let me step out of the way, give you a live look at what some of the crews are still doing here, actively working to make these repairs. But again, as of in the last hour, the mayor says water service has been restored across the city. Now, the city did announce this on Facebook, and within the last hour, several people have already commented on that post, as well as call our newsroom, Tracey and Caitlin, as you mentioned, with a lot of questions. Some people calling saying they don't have water and they want to know why. The mayor says that's due to an airlock in the system. So if you live in Waterbury and you're waking up right now without water, they say you need to contact the city immediately so they can get a crew out to your house to try and fix the issue. At a press conference earlier in the week, the city did also give a tip that you should try and run cold water, if possible, through your bathtub faucets to help purge some of that air that's built up in the system. And again, just because water has been restored does not mean it is safe to drink. A boil water advisory remains in effect this morning. The city plans to get water tested here this morning to see if it's safe, but they won't get those results back until at least tomorrow morning. It takes 24 hours to process all of that, so you should be boiling your water until at least tomorrow. And if you need help getting some clean water, the city plans to to continue handing out free bottles of water at the municipal stadium. That's going to start at 9 o'clock this morning. But again, water should be on across the city. And if it's not for you when you're waking up here in Waterbury, you need to contact the city to get it fixed. I'm your reporter in Waterbury, Anna Stansfield, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Anna, thank you. Meanwhile, the water main break has also caused some major headaches for restaurants in Waterbury. The city's health department says restaurants should close until testing shows that the water is safe. The department says that businesses that don't comply could be in violation of federal health regulations, and they may face fines as well, even lose their license. Some restaurant owners that we spoke with say they were not told to close until late yesterday.
Well, happening now, New Haven police are increasing patrols downtown after 2 people were pepper sprayed and robbed.
Yeah, both attacks happening within just the past few days in busy areas of downtown. Your reporter Taylor Knight is in New Haven to explain what's being done to keep people safe.
Well, we've seen a few cruisers drive by so far this morning, and that's expected to increase even more going into this weekend. One of the attacks happened right here at the intersection of Church and Crown early yesterday morning. Police say that a Yale grad student was walking right here when a man ambushed him. The victim told officers that the man pepper sprayed him, threw him to the ground, and stole his wallet and other belongings. This is similar to another incident over the weekend, just a few blocks up Crown near York Street. A woman told police she was walking from a bar around 1 Saturday morning when a man pepper sprayed her and stole her purse. New Haven police are now checking surveillance cameras downtown and increasing their own presence.
We've been beefing up particularly our bar detail. We've had a lot more officers down there working obviously in concert with the police department as well, just increased patrols, but we will always encourage people to be proactive.
Police say that includes being aware of your surroundings, putting your phone down as you're walking around, and traveling home with your friends at night. Your reporter in New Haven, Taylor Knight, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
On new information this morning, the man accused of murdering a young girl in Farmington and then dumping her body in New Britain will have a probable cause hearing. Jonathan Nanita exercised his right to that hearing yesterday. Next month, prosecutors must present enough evidence to show he could be found guilty in the death of Jacqueline Torres Garcia. Jacqueline's mother and aunt waived their right to a probable cause hearing and have pleaded not guilty.
Today, a West Haven police officer accused of assaulting a man who was sitting on a sidewalk outside of a restaurant back in July is expected to face a judge. Investigators say the man punched the officer on the side of the head while the officer was trying to arrest him. But body camera footage then shows the officer punching the man repeatedly, even after he stopped resisting. The officer has been on leave since July. The department right now is working to revoke his certification.
Right now, Torrington police are investigating why a firearm belonging to an armed security officer discharged inside the elementary school yesterday morning. We're told it happened before any students arrived. No one was hurt. School went on as normal. The guard is cooperating with the investigation.
In your health news this morning, experts urging you to get the flu vaccine before your holiday celebration. If you haven't done so already, flu cases are already spiking. There's an aggressive strain going around right now. Doctors say that 1,800 flu cases have been reported in the first 2 weeks of December, and that's compared to just 250 cases during this same time frame last year. So that is an increase of more than 600%. More than 1 million people in our state have gotten their flu shots already.
Right now, police in northeastern Connecticut need your help figuring out who's behind break-ins at 6 different businesses over the past few days.
Yeah, take a look at the surveillance video here. It captures 5 people breaking into a convenience store early Saturday morning. Now, they tried to steal money from the cash register. They couldn't get inside it, and so they stole vapes instead.
The crooks stole cash from restaurants in Plainfield and Dayville. Other businesses were broken into, but nothing was taken.
Police still trying to find out if they're connected. If you have any information, call police.
An update this morning: if you tried to enroll in Access Health CT before Monday's deadline but were not successful, you now have until Saturday to select a plan to get their coverage starting January 1st. The state health insurance marketplace is funded through the Affordable Care Act. Many people waited until the last minute to see if tax credits would be extended. Access Health is now working to call back about 2,400 customers who were not able to get through.